What's up? How you doing? How's your Saturday? How's everything going? How is your life? You know I'm talking to you. What's up? How's everything? I just wanted to shout you out on this Saturday to let you know that it's okay. It's Saturday. It can't go worse or better than it is already, I guess. You know, you got to be 100% yourself, good and happy and ready to go. My mom and pops is heading up north in a couple of hours. You know, that's going to hit me like a ton of bricks. You know, and because I love my moms. There she goes right there. What's up, mommy? What's up, mommy? Yeah, I had to fix the mop. The mop was getting crazy, you know. I just want you to know that God is with you no matter what you do every day of the week, every time, every moment, every time that you thought that nobody was listening, nobody was caring. He was right there. Your guardian angels have been with you this entire time as well. We have to start being grateful for the things that we are in change and movement in our lives. We need to be happy for the ways that things are going, whether it's going bad or good. You know, sometimes when you go through bad events in your life, it's because God is teaching you a lesson, or he's trying to teach you to have humbleness or patience or peace to give him all the problems so that way he can solve them. Sometimes it feels like kind of the opposite. Like you feel crazy. You be feeling like you want to flip out and stuff, right? Like you be like, oh my gosh, like I need things to happen now, like, or I want them to happen my way. Let me tell you something. Let me give you something, okay? One thing. Let me tell you one thing. I don't want anybody thinking for 1 minute that if you pray for something in your own favor and you don't get it, that means that God don't love you. I need people to start thinking when they're praying. First, like they always say, be careful what you pray for, right? But really, be careful, because a lot of people like, oh God, let me get this car, let me get this house, or God, let me get this relationship. Like I really love that man, I really love this woman, or whatever the case may be. God, fix this problem. But when he removes it from your life, or if he turns it around into a different direction, and he does things so that way you can learn from it. How many of you get angry because it didn't come out the way you wanted it? That is where your real faith is being tested. Because a lot of people that have controlling issues, that control, they like to think that if they pray for something, that they have a power over God, that he will control and push towards whatever it is that they want. You know, but it doesn't work that way at all. At all. Okay? Because if God says it's not for you, well, guess what? It's not going to be for you. And that's just going to be the way it's going to be. And then you're going to have to realize, okay, this is not the direction he wanted me to go, or this is not what he wanted from me. So now I have to figure out what is it that he did want from me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we really have to think about. We have to think about the fact that the Lord will work in his way, not in yours, not in your favor. Now, he might be doing some stuff in your favor to keep you happy and to keep you well and keep you good in this lifetime, which is great. But that doesn't mean that, you know, there might be some things that you're praying for that maybe you should think about before you start praying for it. A lot of people don't realize that part. It's really, really important, you know, what you pray for. It's like, be careful what you ask for. You might receive it. So there's a lot of people out there that's praying for specific things that might really be damaging towards their life, or might really be stressing them out to the point where when they do receive it, they're like, oh, this is not what I thought it was going to be. But what did you really think that it was going to be? Like if you pray for that woman that you always wanted, and then you get her and you treat her bad, or you cheat on her, okay, and then she ends up with a better life, don't be sitting there mad because you prayed for her, God gave her to you, and you mistreated her. And that can go with women looking for men as well. You pray for that one guy that's really going to care about you. Now you acting like he's annoying and he paying all your bills, and you still mad, acting a fool, and you go out there and do something stupid, and now he left your ass. So now who wrong there? Okay? So we definitely want to pray. What's up? We definitely want to pray for the best out of life. We want to pray for God's humble grace, for the patience, for him to give us inside the patience that we need on a daily basis to get through to the next step and the next things. We always want to make sure that his foot is before ours, and that we are humbly in his presence as we go ahead and walk through the day that we have in front of us. But we need to stop praying for things that we are not ready for. I pray for the lotto, but you know what? If I hit the lotto, I don't know if I'm gonna have a heart attack because of it, right? That's why maybe I didn't get it. You know, you got to think about those kind of things. You never know what it is or what's the reason behind that. Now, I tell a lot of people this story that I kind of say, okay, let's say if you were like thinking about the way I think about God is like we're all children. And let's say there's a tall table and we're trying to reach up on that table. We're trying to grab something because we want whatever that's up there because we really think that we need it. But let's say, for some reason, that there were knives up there, and the knives were going to hurt us. Or there was some kind of weapon that if we pulled it down, it would stab us in the eye or something. You know, think about Jesus or God the Father as that parent figure that will push that back away from us. So no matter how much we're reaching on the top of that table, if that is not our time to grab that item or whatever it is to bring it into our lives, that he's going to make sure that it doesn't come into our lives. And I want you to think about that and reflect on that as we go through this tremendous weekend. Next weekend, I'm supposed to be going to Delaware. I don't know how I'm going to get there with all of these delays and flight delays and issues we're having here. We're having a lot of issues in the state of Florida with our airports. A lot of things happening that is not normal. And I'm hoping that I make it down there safely next weekend because I really wanted to see my friend, Anesthesia the Beast. And I wanted to meet Miss Benita and join the festival that they're having. I have a couple of things I'm going to be doing there, performing and interviewing and stuff. And it sounds really exciting. But I don't know what's going to happen because only God knows what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So we need to really, really focus on these things. Like, I'm like, you know what? If I'm supposed to be there, there will be no doubt in my mind that the Lord will take me straight there. And if I'm not supposed to be there, I'm not going to fight against his will. And that's how we do every day. Everything that we do, we have to start thinking this way, people. Every single day of the week, every month, every single moment of the day, we need to start thinking about, is this for me? Or maybe that's not for me. Maybe that's something that I should have thought about. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not supposed to get that. Or maybe I am supposed to get that. We don't know what the maker wants for us. You know what I mean? My hair is so crazy blonde. I don't like it like this. I have to turn it back red. I have to get it red again. But definitely be yourself. Be happy with the things that you do on a daily basis. You know, I'm always out here trying to promote positive energy into you people because you people be tripping all the time. And everybody be like, oh, I'm a blah, 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 blah. You know, I be like, yo, you need to calm that down. You know what I mean? And just chill out. Wait for your blessing. Be happy for other people's blessings. Be happy for everything that's around you, the naturistic things that we are in dominion over because we are human beings. Be happy to have them inside of your life and be happy with yourself, most of all. Be happy with yourself. That's why I don't wear a lot of makeup and stuff like that. I love wearing makeup, but it's a lot of work and I ain't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? Rather just be me. To be honest, just be me. But either way, I know my shirt is dirty because I've been freaking cleaning like crazy. Different stuff, putting stuff together. But either way, you know, if nobody said I love you, I will tell you I love you today. And you just have a wonderful day out there in the world. Don't stress yourself too much with anything because it is going to be whichever way that the Creator made it already. So just have faith and trust in Him and your day will be successful.